Hey up troops, A Littleton here again with another video, and this is a bit of a quick one. My videos are normally way too long because I waffle too much. This is a bit of a quick one on how to play Clash. I'm going to show you how to play her essentially in a custom game, and then I'm going to go into two gameplay examples that I've just recorded to show you the two different ways of playing Clash. Passive Clash, aggressive Clash. But there's one mistake that everyone makes, and everybody does it. I've never seen anyone not do it, except for like top level pro league. So as soon as someone plays Clash, they do this same thing every time, and I'm going to show you not to do that, and I'll tell you why and show you why not to do that. Anyway, that's enough waffling. Let's get stuck into it. Don't worry, we shot the radio. Right, I've just realized I don't normally leave my camera on for these style of videos, but whatever, it's on. Let's roll with it. So we've got Gridlock there, and what I'm going to show you is, firstly, I brought Gridlock because she's arguably one of the best Clash counters with having the track stingers and grenades. But I'm just going to show you the strength of Clash and what most people do wrong, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay examples. So, people when they play Clash tend to walk towards enemies because they've got a big shield in front of them and they feel completely safe, which is kind of natural, I suppose. However, Clash's range is 12 meters. To show you how big 12 meters is in this game, this room is roughly 12 meters, right? So, if I go all the way to the side of the room, and then we ping that doorway, that's 13 meters away, okay? That is really far. So if we ping Gridlock from here with the shield, not getting affected, okay? So let's go to where Gridlock is, about 12 meters away. You can... Thank you, Clash. You know, by the way, if you can't see when the operator's like twitching from getting hit by the Clash shield, Clash will release a voice line when she hits them for the first time.
I'm taking you down.
I'm just looking on the other screen because I'm looking at, oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I was trying to find Gridlock's health. There we go.
Just you and me.
So, yeah, I was just double checking it was 5 HP a chunk. It is 5 HP a chunk. However, you can't go like this.
I'm not done with you.
Let me just check Gridlock's health. Yeah, you've got to do it for at least 2 seconds to do 5 damage. So then, obviously, 4 seconds would be 10 damage. So, let me just show you again the range of this thing. 12 meters about there.
Come here. I dare you!
You see Gridlock's like flinching from there? Look how far away we are. And we're completely safe from here. What people tend to do is run up to Clash and be sort of like here. Like, yeah, oh, you can't get me, I'm behind a shield. Clash's only weakness is getting hit and meleeed. Let me just grab onto Gridlock a second. This is Clash's only weakness. Is getting hit like that. That's the only weakness. Well, obviously, apart from utility. If you don't have utility, you can just win as Clash. Just bear in mind, when you get hit as Clash, let me move back over to Gridlock. When you get hit as Clash, your shield goes round to the right. So you need to make sure that you turn to the left to make sure your shield stays in front of them. So when you get hit, you want to turn to the right, to the left, because your shield goes out to the right. So, like that, and then back. That's the best way to counter it. But again, I cannot stress enough that you want to be as far as possible away from your enemies, but at least 12 meters. And you know what you can do? You can just keep pinging. As if you're wondering where 12 meters is and how far away you need to be, just keep pinging. Oh, that's too far away. Okay, I need to be 12 meters away. Probably back there then. And don't forget that voice line only comes on when Clash hits someone. Like here. No voice line.
I'm not done with you.
Voice line. I like the no running in the corridors one. So, one thing to be on the other side if you're playing against the Clash is if you're trying to deny a Clash, or counter a Clash, sorry, don't do what a lot of people do, which is this. Where you chuck tracks at them, and you just let it, they then will like expand in front of Clash. Every bit of utility you throw at Clash, wants to be behind Clash. It stops her then retreating, and you can then walk towards it and melee it and shoot her feet. That's where the weakness is. So when you're throwing track stingers, just as an example here, you want to be throwing them behind, and now I'm struggling to get out. Oh, that is an absolutely terrible example, Andy, because they've gone underneath there. But you know what I mean. Throw them behind, it'll stop Clash walking backwards. Same with frag grenades. A lot of people are just going to throw a frag grenade at your shield. It's going to bounce off your shield, and you can move back. I think I say this later in the video in one of the clips. Everyone's natural reaction with Clash is to move back when there's danger. So if you throw the frag grenade behind her, it forces her to walk forwards towards you, and that's where Clash is at her weakest, because you can melee it and then melee it and then shoot her feet. I nearly said punch her feet, man. You can melee it and punch her feet. So this is the point of the video, right? When you're playing Clash, you don't need to be up in someone's grill. Now, there's a ton of different counters to Clash, and I did a video about a year and a half ago, and a lot of that is still very relevant to this day. Frags, air jabs, track stingers, grenades, and all the other Cali, and all the other counters that we know and love to try and deny Clash. Plus a few more now as well. I mean, I was going to say Grim, but I don't think Grim's a counter. Like, people love Grim, but you're just pinging someone, essentially. Like, you don't do any damage. Like, Capital, for example, is a great counter. But anyway, let's not dwell on that too long, because this is how to play Clash, not how to defeat Clash. But there is, if you search A Littleton Clash on YouTube, there'll be a video on there about how to counter Clash. So, with that said, let's get into some gameplay clips. There's 2 gameplay clips I'm going to show you. One is passive Clash, where I was in a quick play game, and an Azami was playing off me so well. Giving information, just like not going too far, not overextending. Then there's another clip where I play as aggressive Clash, where I'm playing on bank, I think. I mean, you'll see this in a minute, but I'm playing on bank, and it ends up being like a 3v5 or something like that. And I'm like, right, you've got to get your gun out at this point. So we'll have a look at that. How much does a track stinger damage do? 15. I honestly think Gridlock's all right, you know. Anyway, let's get into some gameplay examples. Sorry, just before we get into the gameplay clips, I do show this in a few of the clips, but I just want to mention something very important when you play Clash. Bring impact grenades, and you can make your own rotates, but don't throw impacts at a wall like you normally would to make a small rotate like this. And you can like crouch through here, and it's like a nice little crouch rotate. That's no good for Clash when your shield's out. Obviously, you can't crouch when your shield's out. However, you can throw an impact grenade in the middle of a wall, and it will be big enough to go through standing up. And this is useful sometimes if you don't want crouch rotates. It's basic, but it's a good bit of information for Clash. Throw it at that side, that area of the wall. Shield out, and now you can walk through here, no problem. So make sure when the rotates are being made, you throw the impact higher up, about sort of waist height, maybe a little bit higher, and then you'll be able to walk through there as well. You don't want to limit yourself to having to put your shield away to go through a rotate and then get your shield back out, because it takes so long for that animation to put it away. But yeah, you're very vulnerable at that time, so when it comes to making rotates, throw that impact grenade higher up and you'll be able to get through, no problem.
Get ready to engage.
So I'm just going to play around this area. This window is a key area that people try and come in from, and I can nip back into sight this way while only using one impact. This, of course, is an issue. I can't get through here. So I'm just going to impact that just to the side there. Now I'll be able to get through there, I think. Yeah, I can just about. Okay. I can hear someone's just come through there. Yeah, there's one there. There's 2 there. Okay, so all that keeping your distance, yeah? Just remember where the rotate is. There's 3 of them this side now. So just remember we don't get picked from this side. Okay, I've got to back off a little bit here because I need Azami to make a play on that Grim there, really. Remember, keep your shield facing where you need to face. That's the Grim gone. Now I can push back through this way. Looking at the hole here, of course. Don't get too close because that's my only weakness.
Come here! I dare you!
Nade is not a problem when it bounces off you. And again, that's fine.
1 op 4 remaining.
We've enabled that as army to get an absolute 4K. Don't extend too far, it sounds like they're above. So what we've done there, right, is not got too close to that. We saw that Finker at the back of the room, right? We didn't just start marching towards her. We stayed further back, did a bit of chip damage, caused them a problem. Caused them a problem, and that Azami was playing perfectly off the Clash. Literally perfectly. That's exactly what you want your teammates to be doing. Diffuser's there. He says let me ace, I've got no problem with that, pal. I'll find him first, though. I can hear flashbangs somewhere. Is it front door? He's top lobby stairs, Azami, if you want to get over there. Top lobby stairs. Follow me, I won't go. There you go, fella. It's what we do. It's what we do. Helping teammates out, even in quick play. That is the quintessential Clash round there. Didn't need to get kills, just gave information. We give him the no problem. Just gave the information. The Azami was playing off Clash perfectly. Bits of chip damage to opponents. Not getting too close to them. The nades could have been a problem because you should always throw nades at the back of a Clash. Because Clash always walks back. I did it then. I always walk backwards. Don't just throw a nade at a Clash because it'll just bounce off the shield and land in front of him. Exactly what you saw there. It was a perfect example. Move backwards. throw the nade behind them, and then the Clash will walk backwards into the nade. It's not in a Clash's sort of mindset to walk forward, and you saw a classic example there. But that is a quintessential round of playing Clash at a distance and being useful. So we're on bank now for another example, and it's not a conventional site, but once again, we are going to need to impact the wall in the middle so we can walk through. Watch out, Cade. Actually, I don't know why I'm not over the fact that you can't hurt your teammates in prep phase anymore. I still think that that's possible. We're actually just going to play lobby around this area. They're definitely going to come in through the front door here. There's probably a drone up on the lamps or up on the door. Where is this? Drone? Anyone see it? I can't see it. Anyway, I'm just going to retreat back towards the side door here. I can sort of ignore behind me for a little while. We're in a 4v5, which when you're playing Clash isn't great. Someone's rushing the front door with a frag grenade, though. Might be a Blackbeard or there is a Deimos on the board. But we're just not in a... I just saw a laser sight then. We're not in a rush to sort of extend beyond where we need to. I just want to see who's here. Just got to make sure... So there's someone over that side. We've just seen him there over by below. There's a knock there. Just take a bit of chip damage there. We can play on the buzzers for a while. There's one on rappel as well. I don't even know which operator that is. I don't recognise that. Just got to look at what's going on behind us. Right, we're going to have to get guns out here, I think. Am I downed? Not there. Oh yeah, right, okay, 2v2. I think we go back to shield here. Okay, shouldn't have done. Diffuser's behind me, by the way.
One op 4 remaining.
Oh, that's a shame. Don't think she knows this head hole's here, though.
Bomb diffuser in place.
Good night, Vienna, baby. We can get aggressive on Clash as well.
Located
No
the
claymores?
diffuser.
No
Destroy it.
claymores.
GG.
Thanks, lads. Sometimes you've got to keep your shield out, do a bit of chip damage, but eventually with Clash, you've got to get your gun up. And I'm glad that round just happened, because that's a good example. Sometimes you've got to go, actually, we're in a 3v4 here. If I keep me gun down and shield up, we've only got 2 guns up against 4 enemies, who've typically all got guns, depending on obviously if they brought a shield or not. So sometimes you've got to go, actually, I've got to get the gun out. You know what? That SMG isn't bad. It's a bit of a laser. It feels a bit like somewhere between an SMG-11 and an SMG-12. It's a bloody good weapon. So there we have it. In short, when playing Clash, don't walk towards your enemies. You've got 12 meters to play with to still do chip damage. 5 HP every 1.5/2 seconds. It's pretty good. And you're pretty safe from 12 meters away as well. You can dodge nades and dodge things that are thrown at you and fired towards you. So, in short, play Clash at a distance until you're in a negative, what's the right phrase? Not negative. Until you're a man down or 2 men down, then you're going to have to get your gun out and you have to start being aggressive. But don't forget that shield's still on your back. So if you need to, you can turn around to avoid fire. It doesn't work as well because then you've got your back to the fire and you don't know what's going on. But anyway, thanks as always. I was going on a bit then. I had to take a breath. Thanks as always for getting involved with the channel. I'm over at SI, I think, when this should go out. So cheers for watching this if I'm not even in the country. It's not very often I schedule videos. I'm normally completely unprepared. I sit down on my PC and make a video and I make it up on the day. I have no idea what I'm going to record until I sit down and I just sort of look through operators and think what's a good idea. So it's very rare for me to schedule something for whilst I'm away anyway. But thank you as always for getting involved with the channel. I'll see you next time. Cheers.